Hello everyone, welcome back to Train Sim Classic, and today we are taking a look at a newer route. I can't say it's a new route because this was a updated version to a previously released route back in 2015. And we are currently on the Arlington and Lewiston Railroad route made by Admiral YoAdrian, I believe is how you pronounce your name. I do apologize if I mispronounced it. But this is a fictional railroad, and as you can see, we actually have repainted locomotives that do come with this route, which is pretty freaking cool. I apologize for that. My headset decided it was time to die, so I have to go in and charge it. But yes, we do have locomotive repaints here. So we have a GEVO and a GP38-2 that does use the BNSF Highline DLC. So this right here are our GP38s. I think they look pretty cool. I love this texture. It's basic, but it gets the job done, and it does look cool on these GP38s. Now, the GEVOs offer a different kind of livery. This is more of a, I guess, a current updated livery. Still does look pretty damn good, but we're going to be taking the GP38s for a spin, not the GEVOs. Now, there is also supposed to be an SW1500 that does come with the DLC, as well as supposed to come with the repaint pack, but for some reason I cannot get it to work. So the locomotive on the right is the default one. The locomotive on the left is what's supposed to be the same paint scheme as the Jeep over here, but as you can see, the road number changes and it basically gets rid of BNSF on the cab there. And that is it. And I think the grill, so we see like the white lines in the grill, I think that changes as well. Yes, no, it does not actually. I thought it did, but it does not. So I've removed it, reinstalled it 3 different times, and I still cannot get the livery to pop up on the switcher, unfortunately. But it's supposed to look like this. I'll have a picture from the actual Train Sim community page posted on here. So this is the route right here. We are currently all the way up here in Arlington. Looks like the Arlington Yard, Laguna Beach Yard. And I think over here going this way, we're going to do kind of a flyover, kind of like we did with the CTA subway showcase the last video. And then we're going to take our train all the way down to here, go past this yard, go past this little loop track, bring it down, go do a flyover over here, flyover, and then a flyover from down here, and we're going to take our train this way, which I think will be cool. There's some stuff, looks like trains already here at PMRM, whatever that means. I'm not too sure. Perdido Mountains Railway Museum. Okay, so it's going to kind of a museum. Alrighty, in the cab of the GP38, here we are. Let's go ahead and put that into forward. Let's go ahead and release the brake. Headlights to bright. There's nobody in the GEVO as of yet. But yes, it is a brand new fictional route for TSC, kind of like the Adriana County, basically like a fictional route for this, or the NERW Northeastern Railworks as well. I always do love seeing these like fictional railroads coming to TSC because it just adds more content, adds more mods, reskins, liveries, and rolling stock as well. Although this does not come with rolling stock. I lied. There is a caboose. I forgot to put the caboose in. Hold on. I will be right back. Alrighty. I can't believe I forgot that there was a caboose. But taking a look at our consist here, I know we already began moving We're just going to go ahead and get moving once again. Actually, I forgot we were going to do the flyover real fast. I did forget about that. But taking a look at our consist here, we do got a couple tankers, some boxcars up front. I got a couple gondolas, 2 of the Highline hoppers, and then I'm not too sure where these came from, but they were kind of options to choose that were already like selected, so I'm not too sure where these came from, but they do look good. They really do look good, weathered, nice. And here is the caboose. Arlington and Lewistown Railroad. Look, listen, live, the rattlesnake route. Very cool stuff indeed. And this is a shoving platform. That's what the cabooses are used for on this route, is just a shoving platform. Alrighty guys, so overview of the yard over here, overview of the town as well. Looks very nice, very cool. I like that little no, that's, I thought that was like a baggage car or some sort, just repurposed. I don't think it is. That looks like a wood chip car, but I don't think it is. It might be. It does look cool though, very cool. Looking at the town, looks like a stadium of some sort. Got houses back there. Very cool stuff indeed. I do see some oh, okay, that's a billboard. I'm like, that's a MSTS billboard. What? that is definitely the wrong game. Alrighty. Taking a look at the town behind us here to the left. We're gonna do, like I said, a flyover. So here is our signal. Got a, looks like a chevron. Oh, interesting. We got some more of like neighborhoods to our right over here. Very cool. Looks like this is coming through downtown, wherever we're at. I don't remember. Looks like we got some passenger cars because this route does offer passenger service. Might take an Amtrak on here just for shits and giggles. So we do have that passenger station right here. Looks like it is triple tracked. Very cool, very cool. Got mountains. It's like the town to our left and a little bit of the town to our right. Like I said, this is just going to be a big flyover. Looks like they're completing the road. That's cool. That is cool how they got the equipment there and everything. That is really cool. It's like a little subdivision cul-de-sac area. There is a look at the town, the city once again. So we're going to come this way. I don't think the scenery is really finished going this way. Looks like the signals are put in. I think it's just going to be like bland, unfinished scenery. Looks like it. Alrighty. And let's head this way. Like there's something over here, some sort of industry. I'm not too sure what it is. So we've got a interesting road thing here. We got a grade crossing at one, and then it comes right to another. Interesting. And what's this? This probably just goes nowhere, correct? Yep, tracks kind of die, and then, yeah. Oh, nope, they're connected. What do we got? Okay, so there's a Y. Looks like it ends right there, and then that probably what ends, or that's the loop. So that's the loop. So this looks like a tanker refinery. Yes, it does. And it just ends right there. Perfect. Cool, cool, cool stuff indeed. Got the water as well on our way back here. Oh, look at that. A little trailer park. Pretty cool. Very cool. I missed that the first time. Alrighty. So what is this way? I think this is just to an industry. Yep, this is probably what the switcher locomotive would be working on. Looks like just to an industry. We got a center beam car. Yep, center beam car. Looks like a lumber, some sort of facility. Looks like we got something else over here. There's that chevron again. I think that's the same chevron. Where'd the tracks go? Oh, tracks end over there. Okay, cool. And we just basically made a big loop. Perfect. Let's go ahead and head to our train here. All right, now we can finally get going. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the episode so far. If you are, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. It does greatly help me out a lot, and I do greatly appreciate it if you guys do. If you guys want to download this stuff for yourself, I will have the route and the reskin livery pack linked in the description down below. Very cool. Very cool stuff indeed. Like I said, there is no actual rolling stock other than the caboose. So use whatever rolling stock you want to, kinda. This is a fictional 30-mile short line railroad set in the desert Southwest in the mid-1990s. So if you guys were going to use rolling stock, it does interchange with two Class 1 railroads, ATSF and the Southern Pacific. So if you want to use older stuff, I'd recommend, those two railroads. Or if you're trying to do a more modern feel to it, definitely use like BNSF and Union Pacific rolling stock. If you want, like that train right there just had like a bunch of jointed rail hoppers, and we have just a bunch of random cars as well. Nothing too fancy. Speed limits are 40 on this. So, Rattlesnake Stadium. All right. So, it is the Rattlesnake route, which makes sense. So, this is actually version 1.2. The mod author, the creator, has been working on it, I believe, since 2015 or earlier. The last release of this was in 2015. So, I'm not too sure if that's when he started working on it or if it was earlier. But I'm very excited to hop in here and check it out. So there is the stadium right there, Rattlesnake Stadium. There's a final look at our train. Not a final look, but here's a look at our train following us here. We got tankers and stuff in the yard leaving the, I believe it's Arlington Yard. So we're currently in Arlington, so that's Arlington. But this railroad, like I said, interchanges with the ATSF and Southern Pacific, now the BNSF and Union Pacific. Basically, this railroad handles local freight to the towns near the line. There are a handful of branch lines which provide the bulk of local manifest traffic, which we did end up seeing in the when we showcased the map. Looks like we got a clear signal here. We got a crossing coming up. Now, like I said, it is a 30-mile little branch line. We got floating signals. It's still a work in progress, guys. It is still a work in progress. You like how our GP38s are numbered, consecutively numbered, 2048 and 2049? Yeah, I thought that was cool too. Looks like we're coming up on Choya. Alrighty. Well, I apologize again. So we have an island in our kitchen. It's like a on wheels. Basically because we have a tiny kitchen and not much storage space. And we like to keep like cans and stuff on that island of like food and whatnot that we're going to be using the next day for dinners or lunches or whatever. We like to have it on there so that we have it ready and we know where it is. Well, our three kittens decide they like to sleep up there, and when they jump up there, they knock everything on the ground. So it just sounds like a big boom happened in our kitchen when the cans fall down. And obviously you got to go see what happened, because a can could burst or whatever. That was a cool bridge. I like that. That was a really cool bridge. But it looks like we're in Choya. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm bad at pronouncing things. But yeah, so they like to sleep up there for some reason. No matter how many times you get them down, they'll just jump right back up. So, not a fan. Not a fan. But before we get completely off track here, hopefully we don't get off track. That was kind of a poor choice of words here. Hopefully we stay on track the entire way. But looks like we got a construction area, possibly. Like construction. It's definitely not a trailer park. Definitely got something over there at Oasis. So that is Oasis. But the typical trains on this are local freights. Is this a crossing? I didn't see a whistle post sign. Was there one? Oh, yep, there was one. I completely missed it. But, yep, like I was saying, the typical trains are local freights that serve every town. A fast interchange freight, which run end-to-end, industrial switching, tourist excursions, and the occasional rerouted Class 1 trains. So we do have like a tourist railroad, I guess you can call it. It's not really Amtrak, but we could run an Amtrak down here if we wanted to. Basically say that they are the ones that provided the cars and the rolling stock and the locomotives. Another Chevron, that long line of cars. So this is Oasis. Very cool. Very cool indeed. I'm hoping that we stay on the proper track here. So it looks like the passenger station is over there. Let's go ahead and turn on our bell since we are going past the station here. So we got some sort of flat cars with coils over here. Nice. Nice. I keep hitting the V instead of B, so I keep turning on the wipers. But here is a look at the city of Oasis. We are heading eastbound, it looks like. Looks like we do have a clear. We got a couple straggling cars over here, it looks like. What are those reporting marks? Oh, I thought there were reporting marks on those cars. It looked like there was. Like, I don't remember there ever being any. It's like a brewery or like a granary plant over there or something. Got, look, those like sub-transmission lines, high profile electric lines. One final look at Oasis before we head out of here. Looks like we got a track that just abruptly ends. Very cool. Very cool stuff indeed. So like I was saying, the railroad uses repaints of the BNSF Highline DLC, which we've already seen the GEVO 38 and the SW 1500. I kind of hope he does make some rolling stock of this, like with the jointed rail rolling stock. I'm kind of hoping that becomes a thing, but we shall see in the future here. Like I said, it's still a work in progress, so we don't know. But like I was saying earlier, if you want to use, area appropriate rolling stock, since we are in the Southwest deserted area, depending on your era, ATSF Southern Pacific or BNSF Union Pacific is what I would recommend. So the locomotives we're currently in, the GP38-2s, are the primary power for the railroad. Is that a road? Yep, that is a road. Looks like we are following the highway here on our journey. But yes, these are the primary locomotives. Looks like we got defect detectors. Oh, that's cool. We got defect detectors. The SW 1500s are typically yard switchers, and the caboose, like I was saying, is typically a yard or a shoving platform. The GEVO is too modern for the route, which, like I said, it's based in the 1990s. You could base it in the 2000s, 2010s, 2020s if you want, but the GEVO is too modern. but it stands in for older 6-axle engines, probably like alcohols and stuff like that, used to transfer freight basically from one end to the other of the line. Oh, I didn't even know it was a 50. I'm over here talking about it. I'm like, yeah, we're going really slow, and then it's a 50, and there's a 30, so we kind of just messed up, but it is what it is. So, like I was saying, the Gevo is also in a different paint scheme. It is a hypothetical 2000s era livery, so it would be a newer livery. We can turn the beacon on, can't we? There's a beacon for this, isn't there? Beacon light. There we go. I knew there was a beacon. Dead Man's Wash Bridge. Oh, I can see why it's called Dead Man's Wash Bridge. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take a look and see where we're actually at on the map. So it looks like the stuff to our left or our right over here is that little loop track, possibly. And we're coming up on Dead Man's Wash Bridge. Gila Canyon. Gila. It's got to be Gila. I'm bad with names. I do apologize. If it's pronounced wrong, I do apologize. But looks like we're coming up on a 30 here. I always come here, start rambling. I completely forget about speed limits and whatnot, so. Yeah, I can definitely see why they want this on a 30. We screwed up. We kind of screwed up a little bit, but it's okay. Very cool. Look at that canyon back there. That looks nice. Very cool. Very cool. Now, so there are two versions of the locomotives. There is a Searchlight Simulations compatible version and also a regular default version. We are currently using the regular default version only because I don't have the EMD sound set that is required for this locomotive, and I believe the SW1500s. I don't currently have that. I know it's only like $10 on the website, but I actually didn't feel like purchasing it tonight just for the episode, so I do apologize if you wanted to have Searchlight Simulations sounds and everything like that, but I currently do not have it. But there is a separate mod that gives a patch for the Highline DLC to make it Searchlight Simulations compatible with sound sets. You will have to have that downloaded as well. And then obviously if you go to the TSC page for the route and the rolling stock, the locomotives, you will have a requirements list of what you need to get everything working properly. So, but the only difference between this and like anything else you guys have probably installed into Railworks, Train Sim Classic, whatever you want to call it, this actually requires you to edit the geo files within the folder. So, if you have not done this before, like I actually haven't, it was my first time doing it, and I'm just like, well, this is going to be different. I almost did not install it because of it, but then I'm like, you know what? Let's learn something. So, you will have to download RW Tools, Railworks Tools, which I will have a link in the description as well. I know it used to be I believe it was like a subscription or a payware program, but now it is a freeware as well. I don't remember what the site is. It's like Sim something, and then you'll have to create an account, and then once you create the account, you can download it. So read the README file when you do this, because you could mess something up in the locomotive and you have to go in and reinstall it and all of that stuff. But you will have to change some wording on the in the geo file itself. It's like we got just a little bit of we got scenery, not much. Then we got a waterway coming down there. There's that loop track as well. I wonder, yep, there it goes where it loops. That is where it loops. Looks like a coal facility, maybe? Can't really tell. Can't really tell. But yes, you will have to change out some wording. Otherwise, if you don't, you will have the BNSF logos over the Arlington and Lewistown logo. I know it's interesting to say, it's different. I've never had to edit a geo file for that before. I'm not sure if it's something that he will fix in a future update, or if it's something that's just you're gonna have to do anytime you install this. I'm not 100% certain, but we're coming up to Mahood Valley eastbound. But yes, you will have to go in and edit the geo files, or else you will have BNSF logos. Now, like I was saying with the SW1500s, how the paint scheme is not popping up for me. I don't know if anybody has had the same issue, only because it's a brand new file, and there was only like one comment on it asking about Searchlight Simulations when I downloaded it. But I did want to get in here and check it out because it's brand new, it's cool, it's a fictional railroad. I want to hop in here and I want to check it out. So that is why we're in here currently. Let's go ahead and speed up to 40 here. But look at this bridge, man. This is cool. Like a little trestle. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. But yes, if you're not comfortable with editing the geo files, definitely read the README. It does help in, figuring out what you do. The program's pretty straightforward. You basically open the geo file, like you go to File, and then it says like open TS 2018 or something like that. And then you just you have to go through your folders, find the geo file, and then it opens, and then the next tab over is like find and replace. Top little text bubble, you type in what you want to find, hit find, and then the next one below it you type what you want to replace and hit replace. And simple as that. Make sure you save it. I did not do that the first time. Messed me up because I'm like, okay, cool, I got this down, I'm in the game, the BNSF logos are still there. I'm like, what? I just edited this, I forgot to save. So make sure you save. But I don't know if there's any tutorials on YouTube about how to edit geo files. If you're not comfortable, I would definitely look up. I can possibly make one if you guys want, but it's pretty straight cut forward and all of that. Just read the README and you should be able to get it yourself as well. But like I was saying, it is a desert route, so obviously there's going to be a lot of, sand and brush and weeds and everything, and all of that along the route, which I'm not, not everything has to be populated, not everything has to be busy. I like these, like, in the country, out in the middle of nowhere. I love these kind of routes. I love being out in the middle of nowhere, driving, whatever, so I like it. I like it a lot. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Some people, when they're out here, they're scared. They don't know what to do. Me, I'm fine. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly what I need to do, how to survive out here if I get stranded out here, all of that good stuff. But I just love being out in the middle of nowhere, like in the country. I haven't really been to the desert before. I apologize once again. So Lauren's currently asleep because she has to work at 4:30 in the morning. So I'm technically on cat duty, as well as I'm here trying to make this video for today. So they keep knocking stuff over and it's just getting on my nerves. But I'm not going to let that get away from the episode. So I decided to go ahead and grab me a Twisted Tea Rocket Pop. Now, it has one of my favorite summer flavors. I'm not really a bomb pop person. I don't really like bomb pop flavored things, and I really wasn't a fan of bomb pops back in the day. But these Twisted Teas, obviously if you're 21 plus, if you're under 21, don't even listen to what I'm saying. But these right here are just the bomb, no pun intended. I could drink these every day and not get tired of them. But going back to what I was talking about, I don't know if I'll make it out in the desert though. I've never been out to the desert before. I was supposed to when I was a child, because we were kind of debating between Colorado, Arizona, or Florida, and then we decided to go to Florida. So never actually been out to the desert before, so I don't know if I'll be able to survive it, but I feel like I'll be fine. But man, since we're down here in the South, one thing I have been craving, and this is more like South, Midwest South, Eastern South, is down home Southern cooking food, man. I have been craving that for a while. I have been trying to make it myself, but I just can't make it as good. And I'm meaning like chicken and dumplings, chicken pot pie, casserole, jambalaya, gumbo, grits, homemade biscuits and gravy, all of that, man. I have just been craving some down home Southern cooking. I still can't believe RSC, Dovetail, and all of them decided to just basically take sounds that are absolute garbage and just put them out there and say, here, $40 for this. Sounds are garbage, but scenery's nice. I still can't believe they rip people off like that. So here we are in Sunrise, and there is a station stop. I really do want to take an Amtrak through here. I feel like it'd be a cool little experience. Oh, they got a McDonald's. That is neat. There's a McDonald's over there. I like that. Interesting. I didn't even know I had that. Wow. Okay. There's the platform. That was a little loud. I do apologize. So there is the platform there. I might just take an Amtrak on this route because I have a P42 mod in Phase 3 that I have not checked out yet. So I might just do that and just take a couple of those E60 Amfleet cars, the enhancement pack, and just take those out for a spin. I think that would be great. Yeah, I might do that. Do a little push-pull configuration on that. I think that is what I'm going to do for a passenger run on this thing, and we'll have some AI freight trains as well. But here we are coming out of Sunrise. Dry Lake is next, and then Coolican? I don't know. I don't even know. I wouldn't even begin to know how to pronounce that one. But if you guys are enjoying the video, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. I do apologize for all of the little cuts here and there, thanks to my feline fur children for being in their what typically is their terrible twos. They are currently toddlers and they are mischievous. Well, one of them's really mischievous, the other ones just kind of follow. Here we are in Dry Lake. There's a lot of different spur tracks, it looks like, and no different here. Just got a couple of random hopper cars. So BNSF kind of going with the ATSF thing. Theme going on here. Not a fan. That was way too loud. Wondering if they will make an SD40 mod for this. I think that would be cool. An SD40 repaint. We got a broken track over here. Doesn't look like it interchanges with us at all. Let's go ahead and see where we're at. We're on a clear signal. Okay, so it is a track, and we're coming up to a Y. Okay, cool. So we might have to stop over here because we are going towards the Lewistown. I don't know what track we're coming in on, so once we get closer to Lewistown, I'm gonna have to slow down a little bit. So here is the first leg of the Y, and there is the second leg. Rattlesnake, Stead eastbound. So those are the freight cars. That is very loud. I'm not a fan. Oh, look at this bridge. Looks like we're going to be going under the highway here. Oh, we got a crossing. Probably should pay more attention to that. Looks like we got a house. Something back in those tree lines. I kind of just saw a glance at it. Nice. Absolutely nice. Oh, we're coming up to a 40 and then a 30. Rattlesnake Steed eastbound. So are we coming up to... We are. Okay, so we got to go around this curve and then we shall see, because we're coming in on this track. So I'm gonna have to figure out where we're going and what we're gonna do. Here's Rattlesnake Steed eastbound signal. Got a whistle post coming up. We got a 30 coming up in about 0.33 miles. No, I'm going to turn the beacon off. It doesn't really serve any purpose for us right now. It really doesn't. Oh, there's that 30. Snuck up on us here a little bit. Blood Gulch Bridge. Interesting. Blood Gulch Bridge. I really don't want to know why it's named that. Like, we're currently in the mountains a little bit. Not mountains, but in the desert. Got a lot of rock formations here. Some hills, mountains. Roca Roja. I am so, like, happy that on the HUD actually tells you what the signals and everything are, because a lot of routes don't do that. And to make it like as realistic as possible, especially if you are, you know, on the radio calling out every signal, it is nice to know exactly what signal is what, and having that on the HUD is just awesome. So here we are coming up on the bridge. Oh, okay. I was expecting a lot more scarier bridge, but Blood Gulch Bridge. I wonder if that's like Blood Gulch down there. No water. Okay. Just desert. It's just straight desert. We should be coming close. Oh, no, we still got a little bit ways to go. Okay, cool. Get a second person view here of where we're currently at. Very cool. Here's Roca Roja eastbound. Coming up on a 40, and we do have another whistle post. So, I think it was about 2 months ago now, that shows how behind I am on updating you guys with stuff. But us Illinois Central Rail fans were treated back then when Amtrak 58, the northbound city of New Orleans, and I'm going to say it after we do this crossing here. But Amtrak 58, the northbound city of New Orleans, had 2 chargers up front. So 2 chargers. I don't remember the road numbers. I know one was 312. I think it was like 326 or something. I can't remember. But both chargers suffered fatal electrical issues, which deemed them disabled. And none of them were working at all. So CN sent out Illinois Central SD70, still in Illinois Central paint. 1027 down in Kentucky. And it was definitely a treat seeing an Illinois Central locomotive, an SD70 standard cab locomotive at that, which CN still has those running daily up and down the Chicago-Carbondale corridor, and probably south and more north of that. But it is definitely a treat. So we are currently coming up to Lewiston North eastbound. And I think, so once we come around this curve, we're going to start slowing down. Okay. But it was very nice seeing that train, or that locomotive, leave the city of New Orleans like it did back in the day. Obviously not that locomotive, but that railroad. Leading its namesake train, the city of New Orleans, which was around in the Illinois Central days, basically going down from Chicago to New Orleans. But it was cool seeing that 7-hour late city of New Orleans on the main line of Mid-America, and I think it was cool. I wish I was able to get photos of it, but it literally snuck past me. And I know I was at work, and I saw what looked like a Amtrak coming through, and I'm like, it is too late in the day for Amtrak. What is this? And then it looked like an Illinois Central SD70 in the front of 2 Chargers, and I'm just like, oh man. So I tried calling my dad, I tried calling Lauren. Both of them were sleeping at the time, so none of them answered. I was kind of irritated because I'm like, this is like a once in a lifetime catch. And it rolled right through town, and I was not able to get it on video, picture, or nothing until somebody had posted it on Facebook. And I'm just like, man, that would have definitely been a once-in-a-lifetime catch. Okay. I think, pretty sure the track that we are on is set to the right. And we're going to set these switches here so that they go how we need them to. But yeah, man, it was just reminded me of Arlo Guthrie's City of New Orleans song. It really did. Okay, so straight on through. And this is just going to be a couple industries, it looks like. It's going to be very curvy. It's going to be very curvy through here. I feel like we should just end it here and just do a flyover of the rest of the route, because that's going to be very curvy and probably very slow. Yeah, I think we're going to do just that. Is there a platform at Lewiston? Alrighty, so there is a platform. So we're going to come to here basically, and then we are going to, like I said, do a flyover. Now, since we're in a free roam, I wonder if I can do that without having to worry about like the limitations and all that. Looks like there's a granary right there. I'm going to go ahead and see. I feel like I'm not going to be able to, but worth a shot. So here is Lewiston. There is the platform right here. Very cool station. Looks like we got a exhibit train of some sort. No, it looks like maybe a maintenance away train. Interesting. There is Lewiston. All right, so let's see if we can do this. I don't think we're going to be able to, but one can only hope. So, look at here. We got looks like a plant of some sort. We're not going to be able to. Okay, well, I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys. So here we are back. We're going to do our flyover here. We've already gone through here, so let's go ahead and head this way. Yeah, I had a feeling this was going to be very slow. But another story I had, it looks like we're going through a tunnel here. Okay, so it wasn't a long tunnel. But another story was a few days after that incident where the Illinois Central had to leave the city of New Orleans. One of the inner city trains died 3 stations into its route. It arrived at like 8:30, and then it did not depart until 6:30 p.m., having to set out the SC-44 Charger. Oh, that would have been cool. Oh, looks like we got a dead freight car over there, all rusted out. Nice. That would have been cool to... I'm kind of regretting not riding this now. Well, we got another tunnel. Okay, there's the tracks right there. I kind of regret not going on this. We might just make this into a separate episode, just going up and down this. Oh, that would be cool. I might try the 6-axle for that. I think that would be awesome. Yeah, we're definitely going to do an episode coming up and down this corridor right here. 6-axle locomotive. What's this? Derailment? Oh, no. Huh. Interesting. Yep, I definitely am going to be doing an episode with this, because this right here, oh, that'd be awesome. Alrighty, yep, we're going to do something. I don't know if we're going to do cars or light power or whatnot. Let's go ahead and see what industry is at the end over here, and it will determine what I'm going to do. So, the Charger, SC-44 Charger, had to be set out and bad ordered, and the CN lent out a repainted Grand Trunk Western GP. I think it's a GP38, honestly, on the head end. I kind of wish I caught this train going through, because it had AMTK 301, the Day 1 Heritage Unit, ALC 42 on it for some reason. I'm not too sure why. I think it has something to do with the shunting software that they're testing, which, if you guys don't know about that, that's a whole nother headache with CN and all that. But it had that on the rear end, and then the next day, on the southbound its counterpart train, the CNW Jeep was trailing on it, and I was at my town's gas station, and it completely caught me by surprise, and I'm just like, son of a gun. I'll never catch these good freaking trains here. But yeah, look at this. This looks nice. Little town here. Very cool. But yeah, I'm like, son of a gun, man. I could never catch these rarities and stuff at all. I always just miss them. So I was kind of irritated, because I had a feeling it was being set out, and then they were going to pick up the dead Charger, which I don't know what happened to it that it had to be set out. But yeah, I was pretty irritated. Okay, so this is the tunnel here. So that ends that. Okay. Well, so we went through all this curvy stuff already, and then we still have the loop down here, and then that over there. So I'm going to go ahead and restart this scenario, and we'll go ahead and take a look at all of this stuff. Alrighty, so back here we are. Let's go ahead and keep heading this way. I want to say it's going to be nothing but like desert scenery and not really much of anything. We'll find out, though. I'm definitely going to be taking that curvy trip here sometime soon, because that right there is cool. Probably won't do it in the ALRR stuff. I might try to find something that we, or livery or something we haven't used before, but I definitely do want to go on that curvy road, man. This looks nice. Big city right here. Not too sure what this is, but there's a platform here, so there's definitely some oh, look at that. That is cool. We got a steam locomotive, a nice little 484, 2584, unsure what railroad, and that nice little teal little like baggage dorm car. That is cool. A little warehouse. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. What's that? Activity? Rent-a-car. Interesting. That is very cool. That bridge is just floating. Nice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right. And we have stuff this way, which Doesn't really look like much. I mean, it is much, but I mean, I'm talking about track-wise. Looks like it just ends. And then we'll head over here and see what we got going on over here. Looks like we got a lot of track. Looks like something continues on that way, and then one continues on that way. So we'll go this way first. Okay, so that looks like it just ends over there to the Southern Pacific. Okay. Now let's head this way and see where this track takes us. To a, looks like a loop. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, and I believe this right here is the last bit of rail that we have not discovered yet, which it looks like it is. Going this way right here, going to some industry. Unsure of what, though. Looks like it keeps going. There's a Y. And it looks like... I'm not sure. Definitely looks like a maintenance facility over there. Okay, and there's a big old loop track. A lot of loops on this. So definitely you can bring the one locomotive instead of two. But yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you enjoyed this route showcase. I'm pumped. I'm waiting. I'm excited to do that next video featuring that little curvy route at that curvy section. I'm super excited about that. But let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Let me know if you have any requests or anything for this route. Like I said, I'm going to do an Amtrak, probably heading the opposite direction, going back from where we were at to, what was it? To Arlington. And then figure something out with that curvy route. But yeah, guys, that is going to go ahead and do it for this one. Like I said, I'll be linked in the description down below. And I will catch you guys here on the next video. Take care, everyone.